Fallen, fallen, fall in love. Uh,
I like this tune and not tune, but the song. And I saw it on a reel. I heard it on a reel, and I thought this is a good song. It relates to ambition, something related to putting yourself out in the world, not caring about what anybody thinks or what anybody would say, just following your ambition, following your dreams, um, just taking care of yourself, um, being for yourself, taking a stand for yourself, um, while not hurting anybody. Um, but yeah, not giving weight to what others will think or what others would say, and that has resonated with me. I mean, the context for which this song was played resonated with me, so I thought this is a cool song to keep. So, you know, that I've got a speech for myself, and I actually just recorded a video, but in that video, I was just yapping about things, and so I thought, why not record. I'll record probably under 10 minutes, so I thought that video was longer because I was talking about a lot of things. So I'll focus on giving my speech. First, I'll drink water. The quiet decision. We often think change begins with loud moments. A dramatic failure, a public victory, a speech that shakes a room. But real change rarely announces itself. It begins quietly. It begins the day you stop waiting for permission. Most people don't fail because they lack talent. They fail because they keep postponing the decision to take themselves seriously. They wait to feel ready. They wait to be confident. They wait for approval, validation, or perfect conditions. But confidence is not a prerequisite for action. Action is the prerequisite for confidence. Look closely at the people you admire, not the ones who talk well, but the ones who stand firm. You'll notice something uncomfortable. They were unsure too. They were afraid too. They simply moved anyway. And that is where the gap lies. Not between intelligence and stupidity, not between privilege and hardship, but between those who act while uncertain and those who wait until certainty arrives. Certainty never arrives. What does arrive is regret, quiet, patient, and unforgiving. Regret doesn't scream, it whispers at night, asking, what if you had tried? So here's the real question we must face. Are we living carefully or are we living deliberately? Because there is a difference. Living carefully protects comfort. Living deliberately builds character. Deliberate people choose discipline over mood. They choose consistency. Oh shit. They choose consistency over intensity. They choose responsibility even when no one is watching. They don't announce the plans. They don't beg for belief. They build in silence. And slowly, almost unfairly, their lives begin to change. Not overnight, not magically, but undeniably. So, if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. Start before you feel ready. Speak before your voice starts shake. Sorry. Start before you feel ready. Speak before your voice. Oh my god, why I'm fumbling. Start before you feel ready. Speak before your voice stops shaking. Work before motivation shows up. Because one day, whether you act or not, time will pass. And the only thing worse than failing is realizing you never truly tried. The quiet decision you make today will be louder than any speech you give tomorrow. Choose wisely. And I actually came across this quote also. I'll end this speech with a quote. I know I fumbled in between consistency. I mean, I could pronounce it. I think the framing of the sentences was in such a way that, um, I have to make pause and then speak and then take a pause. I mean, so wait a second. Ah, so here's the speech. Oh no, sorry. Here's a quote, and I loved this quote. Not love, matlab, it's a good quote, and it really connects and boils down to the real truth, which uh, we all already know, but this society, everybody around us, in the environment. I mean, you cannot tell that you will believe that this, you will not believe this quote because everybody around you makes to seem that this is not possible because a one setback, one defeat, one failure, or something like that, everybody lectures you about, everybody taunts you about, everybody um, tells you you can't make it, you can't make yourself proud, you cannot, you know this phase. I mean, yes, we all go through it, and um, it's very rude. I honestly feel it's very rude. It's very, like, it's ruthless to talk to somebody like that. I mean, even saying that this is not polite is such an understatement. Not like the understatement. It's not an understatement, and it's fine. It's fine that people do them what they want. They say what they want, and we can't change them. But we can change ourselves. We can change our environment, and that's what we have to focus because you know trying to go around and say that you did this wrong to me, and it's a cycle that we have to break. So the quote is, until death every death is psychological, sorry, until death every defeat is psychological. What, like, this quote is very very very, like, hard hitting because until death every defeat is psychological means that, you know when you die, you don't, it ends there, right? And until then, you are living your life, you can choose what you want. You can go after anything. Like, it's like such a understatement that you have that power. I mean, and so I also have an explanation ready. Until death, every defeat is psychological. Because most losses don't happen when the body gives up, they happen when the mind decides the outcome in advance. People say, I failed. No, you stopped believing before the result arrived. You surrendered internally. long before the world confirmed anything. As long as you're breathing, the game is not over. Circumstances may corner you, people may outspace you, time may embarrass you, but none of that is final. Final only comes with death. Everything before that is interpretation. Two people can face the same setback. One calls it proof of limitation, the other calls it data. One retreats, the other recalibrates. The is identical, the outcome is psychological. History doesn't belong to the most gifted, the most privileged, or even the most disciplined. It belongs to those who refuse to conclude too early. The dangerous moment is not failure. The dangerous moment is when you label it. When you say, I'm not cut out for this, I'm too late, I missed my chance. Those sentences sound harmless. They're not. They're self written verdicts passed without trial. Until their death, nothing has the authority to declare you are finished. Not age, not comparison, not past mistakes, not humiliation. Only quitting gives defeat permission to give become the real shit. Only quitting gives defeat permission to become real. So if you're still here, still thinking, still questioning, still restless, then you're not defeated. You're unfinished. And unfinished is powerful. Because as long as the mind stays standing, every loss remains temporary, every setback remains negotiable, and every fall remains reversible. Until death, every defeat is psychological. So guard your conclusions carefully. They decide everything. And this with this quote and speech, I end here, and you're doing a great job.